Hey guys, my name is Amber. It's 2019 now. I'm holding books, so I'm like one of them just fell. It's 2019 now, so like I'm kind of wanting to just post what I want to post and like what I'm interested in, and like less of what I think other people would want to see or whatever. So yeah, this video I'm doing a book haul. It's a collective haul. Like most of them I got this week, but like I got some in December I think, and I got some in December I think. So I'll start off with the ones I've gotten in December, like I think early December at this place. It's like a used bookstore. So this one I really like the cover. It looked interesting. It looks really pretty. I'll probably like show a close-up or something. It's called Windfall by Jennifer E. and then it's covered. Oh, Jennifer E. Smith. It just looks really interesting, and it said it was about I won't say what these books are about, or should I? I don't know. I'll see what this is about. They said it was about a guy and a girl, and they're like best friends, and then one day, and then the girl like is interested in the guy, and then one day the guy, he wins the lottery, and so like that really tests their relationship. Next, I saw that they had a lot of this series of Witch and Wizard, which I read that when I was younger. I probably like late middle school or maybe beginning of high school, and I was like in love with this series, so I thought I'd get it, but like for myself so I can read it again, because I hadn't read it in a while and I remember loving it. And they came out with 2 new books I think that I didn't read, because back then it only had like 3 books. But yeah, it's the Witch and Wizard series. I got the first book, the second book, and the third book. I didn't get the 4th and the 5th yet, because at the time I think they didn't have it, or it was way too expensive, and I was like, I'd rather get like a used version that's way cheaper. But yeah, like when I buy books, my thought in mind is like, is this something I want to reread and I want to keep on my shelf, or is it like a library book where I'm like, oh, I'm probably just going to return it after I read it. But yeah, I have plenty of books now, so I shouldn't be going to the library anytime soon. Then I got this book by Anna Todd, one of my I wouldn't say she's like my most, but one of my most favorite authors. And this is called Nothing Less, and it's kind of like a continuation of another series, which I'll show later, which I've also bought, like the whole series. I think this is the second one, but there's like 2 to this one, so it's a duology. So yeah, I've gotten these. Then I went again. Oh wait, I forgot this one too. This one's also by Anna Todd, and this is a part of that series. This is like, I think this is the 3rd one in that series. Yeah, this is also by Anna Todd. These are both kind of like romance stories, if you would call it that. That's mostly like what I read. I'm more into like romance. I've read some like fantasy or whatever, but I don't know. And then I got the rest of that, but at another used bookstore that I had like recently, literally just last week, I literally just found this place, and I was like, where has this place been all of my life? And I love it so much. This is another used bookstore. So I got literally like, because at the other bookstore, the other used bookstore, they didn't have the series, so every single time I would go there, I would look for books. So I'll start off with the first book. These are also, that's what I was saying, the Anna Todd books. So this is the first book to the series. Again, it's just like a romance story. It's like, it's this girl's first year of school, and it's like a typical story. And when she goes there, like, she's a good girl, whatever, and then she meets like I hate, like, it's so cringy when you think about it, but like, I loved reading, like, these are also another series I don't know if I mentioned. I read this whole series when I was like, again, like beginning of high school, maybe like the end of middle school. So like I bought it again because I love the series so much, and I've read it over and over on my phone, but I hate reading books on my phone so much, so I wanted to get like the actual books, and I'm so glad I found them for really cheap. So yeah, I got the first book. I didn't finish the story was about, it's like a typical good girl meets a bad boy, and then he turns like good for her, and they fall in love and yada yada. But then there's all this drama. That's why there's like a million books, because there's way more drama to it. I just barely like said the bare minimum of what this whole thing is about. So this is the first one, and then I have got the second one. I'm reading it right now. I just finished the first one like 2 days ago or something, and now I just started the second one, After We Collided. And then I already bought After We Fell, so I had that one. And then this is the fourth one, After Ever Happy. These are really thick books. Then there's like, I'm like throwing these books on the floor. There's another like little series, and I mean not series, or like, but it's a part of that, and it's like the pre kind of thing. It tells how he felt, like it's everything from his point of view, because mostly these books, they trade off, but like the first book is all her point of view. So this second book, I mean this book is called Before. Like if you notice, all of those had like the word after and like indulged in them in some way. So this one's called Before, and it shows the boy's point of view when he's first meeting her instead of hers, because everything was in her point of view kind of. So yeah, that's everything I got the first time I went to the bookstore. Then I went to the bookstore again, that same one, and I brought back some more books that I sold to them. That way I could get more credit, because the first time I went, I didn't like think I was going to want anything, because I didn't know anything about the place. Then I went there and I was like, oh my, I might put some like clips of the place. It's like I mean maybe not everyone's, but like a book enthusiast, I don't know what to call it, a book reader, person who loves reading, like dream. It's so beautiful in there, and there's so many books. But then I went there 2 more times. The first time I went there, I turned in some books, and I got some credit, so I was able to use my credit to get this book. I heard good things about this, and so this is, I didn't even say what it's called, Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. And if, I don't know if whoever's watching this, if you've read the book Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I read Fangirl, and I loved that book so much, and I never really just took the time to read any of her other books, but I got another one of her books because I also heard great recommendations about this book, so I'm really excited to read about it. Then I went a second time, or like the fourth time or something, third time I think, and the third time I went, I got Anna and the French Kiss because I brought some more books. I decided to, like, we went through my garage and we went through, like, everything. We found all the books that we don't want anymore. Or my dad did. He found all his books that he didn't want. And I used his books to get some credit there. And I got a little bit of credit, not that much. So I only got 1 book. But yeah, it's Anna and the French Kiss. It's another, like, romance story that I've heard good things about. It says, can Anna find love in the city of light? I don't know if you're noticing a theme here. Like I said, I'm really into, like, romance books. And yeah. So then, they didn't take back that many books at the bookstore that I went to for that one. It's called Chamblin Book Mine, I think, if you're interested in going there. So I went to Second and Charlie again, which is the first place where I got most of my books. And they literally, like, I had 3 bags of books, and they took 2 bags full of stuff, but I only got 17 credits, so I was able to get some things. So yeah, I got John Green and Abundance of Catherine's, but this was, my sister was with me, so I let her get 1 book, so this was her book choice that she wanted to get. It seems interesting. I'm kind of interested in reading it too, because I haven't read it before. So yeah, I'm excited to check that out. I'm pretty sure this is a love story too. Yeah, a guy named Colin dates 19 girls named Catherine, and he gets dumped every single time. So yeah, it's just showing his journey on that, I think. And then I've heard great things about this book, and I just like the cover and just, like, the design and everything. So I'm very just interested in reading this. It's called Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sains? I don't even know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's another just like little love story. And then this one, I've also heard a lot of good things about. This is the last book. For those of you who are probably like, why is this so long? I've literally got so many books in these past 2 months, but this one is called The Sun is Also a Star, and it's by Nicola Yoon. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the author who also the author of Everything, which if you haven't heard of that before, it's well, it's also a book. It was originally a book, but it's also a movie that came out that was really popular. So yeah. And so she also wrote that, so I'm like hoping that this is like as good. I don't know, I've heard great things about this, and yeah, it's been suggested to me a lot. It's another like relationship story. It's like a boy and a girl, and they both kind of meet in the city, and yeah, it's like an instant love kind of story where they literally like they spend like it goes through the whole day, I think, of them in New York City, I believe. I don't remember, but they're like in New York City, and they spend the whole day together there. And the girl, I'm pretty sure she's like about to get, or her family's about to get deported or something, and so she's like trying to get that fixed. So he's kind of traveling on with her. I don't remember what he's been doing. He's like a good boy, kind of, and so I guess this is his way of like rebelling, is like he's going out into the city doing who knows what. His parents are probably like not knowing where he is. But yeah, so I don't know, it just seemed interesting. And I really love this cover too. It's really cute. Can't wait to put it on my shelf. And yeah, I'm finally done. Those are all the books that I've gotten in these like little collective of haul, like of this month and kind of last month. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to finish these 4 books. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot for me because I am just now getting back into this reading game, if you would say that. Because like I've been in a reading slump for like literally 10 years. And so once I went into these like used bookstores, I literally would like, my slump just disappeared, and now I'm like falling in love with books again. And as you can tell, I literally have gotten so many books now, so I'm like set for the next few months. And if anything, I can go to the library if I want to read some more books. But I'm so excited to read these books. I might do like a little wrap-up video, because I watched those too, and I find those kind of interesting. So if you want to like know what these books are about, and you're like, hey, I'm kind of interested in reading those too, I'll do like a little wrap-up for the books that I finished in January. So yeah, now I'm done. Why did I forget how to do this? Probably because it's been 10 years. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my very long book haul and my little TBR. And yeah, subscribe, comment if you want to give suggestions for videos. Click the notification bell if you want to watch my little wrap-up video, like get an update for whenever I post that. Probably in February. And my next video, I think, is going to be my college week in my life, so I probably won't post that till next Sunday. Yeah. So, yeah, be looking forward for that. And yeah, bye!